Welcome, beloved soul. Peace be upon you in this moment. Take a slow breath and let your heart rest, because heaven has brought you here for a reason. The angels are speaking gently, and they want you to hear this truth with clarity and compassion. They say, there is a man who truly loves you, but there is another woman standing in the story. You have felt this already in your spirit, the tug in your heart, the questions in your mind, the uneasiness when you sense his attention is divided. These are not just your thoughts, they are signals from above. And yet, do not let fear or anger guide you, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. The angels want you to see this situation not only with human eyes, but with the light of God's truth. Yes, this man loves you. Yes, his feelings for you are deep and real. But there is another woman who's been pulling at his loyalty, his energy, and perhaps even his decisions, and so your heart has been placed in the middle of a storm you did not ask for. Beloved, this message is not meant to wound you, but to set you free. Because when God reveals, he does not reveal to shame you. He reveals to protect you, to prepare you, and to guide you into wisdom. As it is written, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. The truth is this: love that is divided cannot carry you into the fullness of God's promise. If a man's soul is entangled with another, then he is not yet standing in the purity of covenant love. And you, child of God, are worthy of more. You are worthy of a love that is whole, faithful, and undistracted. But here is the tender thing the angels want you to know. He does love you, and this is why the conflict has been so heavy. If he did not care for you, you would not be hearing this message today. He loves you, but he has not fully surrendered his choices to God. And when a man does not surrender, he can be swayed by voices, by pressures, and by temptations that are not aligned with his destiny. Do not see this other woman as your enemy. Do not fill your heart with bitterness against her. For the enemy of your soul is not flesh and blood, but the principalities and powers that seek to twist and destroy what God has ordained. Ephesians 6:12. This woman may not even understand the role she is playing. She may be unaware, or she may be operating out of her own wounds and longings. The angels say, lift your eyes higher, see beyond the human triangle and into the divine truth. This is not about her. This is about God showing you where his loyalty stands and where your own faith must rest, because you cannot build your life on someone's divided heart. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. James 1:8. Beloved, the angels whisper that you have been losing your peace because of this. You have been praying, asking, Lord, what do I do? Do I hold on? Do I let go? Do I fight for him? And the answer is not found in striving. It is found in surrender. Let God fight for you. Let God reveal what needs to be revealed. Let God decide if this man will choose covenant love with you, or if his heart will remain entangled elsewhere. For it is better to know the truth now than to carry hidden pain into the future. It is better to trust God with your love story than to try to fix what only his Spirit can heal. As it is written, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. Stillness does not mean doing nothing. Stillness means refusing to let fear control you. Stillness means resting in the assurance that God is working even when you cannot see. Beloved soul, hear this. Your value is not reduced because of this other woman. Your worth is not diminished because his eyes have been distracted. Your beauty, your spirit, your heart, they are treasures in God's sight. And the man who is truly chosen for you will see them clearly and honor them faithfully. So what must you do now? You must return your gaze to God. You must remember that he, not this man, is your first love. And when you stand in that place of holy security, no rival, no other presence, no confusion can shake you. As it is written, for your Maker is your husband, the Lord Almighty is his name. Isaiah 54:5. God is the one who holds you first. And when you rest in his embrace, you cannot be abandoned. Now, beloved, before we continue deeper, I want to gently pause here and invite you to walk with us more closely. If these words are touching your heart, I invite you to subscribe. so that your spirit may be nourished often with messages of peace and divine truth. You are also welcome to share your reflections, or even leave a prayer request in the comments, because when you write your prayer, heaven takes note, and we also hold you in love. If this message has been a blessing, you may also offer a super thanks as a way to support the spreading of God's word, so that more weary souls can be reached. Every seed you sow goes beyond you. It becomes light for another soul in the darkness. Now let us continue. The angels are saying, "This man is torn," but God is not confused. God knows the plans he has for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future, Jeremiah 29:11. And sometimes, when we love someone deeply, we want to cling even when God is saying, "Wait, watch, and see." This is where your faith must rise, because love, to be holy, must be chosen. It cannot be coerced. It cannot be manipulated. It cannot be built on fear. If this man is to be yours, it will not be because you fought against another woman. It will be because he surrendered to God and chose you freely, fully, and faithfully. And if he does not, then God will protect you by removing what would have broken you later. Beloved, it hurts to hear this, but healing begins when truth is spoken. As it is written, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." Proverbs 3:5-6. God knows what you do not. He sees what you cannot, and he loves you enough to tell you when something is not safe for your heart. Do not rush to decide. Do not rush to condemn. Wait upon the Lord, and let him show you the path. For those who wait upon him will renew their strength. Isaiah 40:31. You may feel weary now, but strength will rise again. Your tears will not be wasted. Every prayer you whisper is heard. Every moment of silence, where you ache, is seen. God collects your tears in his bottle, Psalm 56:8, and he will answer you in his time, beloved soul. You are not alone in this. The angels are surrounding you with comfort even now. They whisper peace over your restless mind. They remind you that the love of God is never divided, never distracted, never uncertain. It is whole, it is eternal, it is faithful, and you, being a child of such a faithful God, are meant to walk in that kind of love. Hold this truth close. A man's divided heart may cause you pain, but God's undivided love will heal it, and in his time, he will give you what no one else can take away. Beloved soul, we continue together in the light of God's presence. Your heart is tender, and heaven honors that tenderness. Do not think that God overlooks your tears or your confusion. He sees you more clearly than you see yourself. He hears even the words you never speak, and he knows the ache that sits quietly inside you, the ache of being loved, but not fully chosen. The angels are saying, "Yes, this man loves you. He sees in you a light he does not see anywhere else." You bring peace to his soul. You awaken something in him that feels sacred. But the truth remains. There is another woman who pulls at his focus. This is not simply about rivalry. It is about divided loyalty, divided commitment, divided surrender, and a divided heart cannot build a lasting foundation. As it is written, no one can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. Matthew 6:24. Though this scripture speaks of God and money, the principle echoes here. A heart cannot walk faithfully in two directions at once. This is why you feel unsettled. This is why your spirit cannot rest, because your soul was not designed to thrive on uncertainty. God made covenant, love to be whole, faithful, unbroken. The angels whisper, "Do not settle for half of what God has for you." This man may care for you deeply, but if his actions do not align with his words, then love becomes tangled in confusion. And confusion is not from God. God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. Beloved, your spirit longs for peace. That is why you are here, listening to this message, because deep inside, you know you cannot carry on in the storm forever. There comes a point when you must ask, is this man willing to surrender fully to God, and in doing so, give his heart wholly to me? Or will he continue to drift between two worlds, saying words of love while actions remain divided? The angels do not condemn him. They only reveal. They remind you that love, when it is real, is not afraid to stand firm. It is not afraid to choose. It is not afraid to close doors to distraction. As it is written, love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, 1 Corinthians 13:7-8. If love is to endure, it must protect the bond. It must shield it from compromise. It must honor it with faithfulness. Beloved, I know your heart has been carrying questions like stones. You wonder, does he truly love me if he still entertains another? Am I enough? Am I being tested? And heaven answers you gently, you are enough. You always were. This is not a measure of your worth. It is a revelation of his readiness. You cannot make a man ready for covenant if his soul is still wandering. You cannot heal what only God can heal in him. You cannot compete with another woman. For his loyalty, for true love is never a competition. It is a choice. It is a covenant. It is a sacred yes that does not waver. Beloved, hear this truth. If you are not chosen freely, you are not chosen at all, and you deserve to be chosen freely. As it is written, set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is strong as death. Jealousy is fierce as the grave. Song of Solomon 8:6. Covenant love is sealed, unshaken, fierce in loyalty. That is what God wants for you. That is what your soul longs for. But this man, though he loves you, has not sealed the door of his heart. And so you find yourself restless, uncertain, waiting. The angels want to free you from carrying the weight of his indecision. This is not your burden to solve. This is not your fight to win. This is his surrender to God, or his refusal to surrender. Your part is to trust God with your heart. Your part is to lay down the need to control and to say, Lord, I place this man, this love, and this situation in your hands. Beloved, your surrender will unlock peace. Your trust will open the way for God to move. And when God moves, things shift that you could never shift on your own. As it is written, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Stillness is not weakness. Stillness is power, because it declares, I refuse to let fear decide my future. Stillness says, I know God is greater than my circumstances. Stillness invites heaven to work. And when heaven works, no rival can block you, no deception can bind you, no confusion can last. Beloved soul, before we continue deeper, let me pause here with you. If these words are resonating, I invite you to subscribe, so that your heart may be nourished with peace regularly. Leave a comment if you feel led. Share your prayer, your reflection, your journey. And if this message is blessing you, consider sharing it with a friend who may also need gentle guidance. And if you feel it in your spirit, you may also support this work through a super thanks. Every seed given is turned into light that reaches another weary soul in need of peace. Your support helps this message flow further, and I'm deeply grateful. Now let us return to the whisper of the angels. They are saying, you are being protected. Even now, protected from heartbreak you do not yet see. Protected from being tied to someone who is not ready. Protected from years of divided attention that would have left you empty. This is God's mercy. This is God's kindness. This is God answering prayers you may not even remember praying. Do you recall how often you asked God, Lord, give me a love that is pure. Give me a love that is faithful. Give me a love that reflects you. And now he is answering. But his answer comes with revelation, not illusion. He shows you the truth, so you will not be trapped by lies. As it is written, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Psalm 23:1-3. The Good Shepherd will not lead you into barren places. He will not allow you to starve in love. He will not let you remain in a place of confusion. He restores. He protects. He leads. This man may love you, but he cannot yet lead you as Christ leads his bride. And if a man cannot lead with clarity, you cannot follow with peace. The angels want you to see this clearly, so that your decisions will be guided by truth, not by emotion alone. Beloved, do not harden your heart. Do not grow bitter. Do not see this as rejection. See it as redirection. See it as protection. See it as God's hand steering you towards something greater. As it is written, For we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. Even this, yes, even this pain, this confusion, this waiting will be turned for your good. The angels say, let go of the fear that you will miss out. You cannot miss what God has written for you. You cannot lose what heaven has sealed. And if this man is meant to stand by your side, then no other woman will be able to hold him. He will choose you with clarity, with faith, with finality. But if he does not, then God will open a door to someone who can, and you will see, in time, that it was grace all along. Beloved, trust this. God loves you too much to let you settle for half a heart. He loves you too much to let you live in constant doubt. He loves you too much to let another woman's shadow haunt your covenant. You are chosen. You are precious. You are loved with an everlasting love. Jeremiah 31:3. So walk gently, but walk in truth. Release the burden and let God reveal the ending. For his endings are always new beginnings. Beloved soul, welcome once again. The angels are here and the Spirit of God is near. You have walked through heavy truths in this journey. Truths about divided love, about uncertainty, about a man whose heart is not fully surrendered. And yet, even in the midst of this, heaven reminds you, you are not abandoned. You are not unloved. You are not forgotten. You are seen. You are cherished. You are carried. As it is written, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Jeremiah 31:3. That everlasting love is holding you now. It is steady when human love wavers. It is faithful when earthly hearts divide, and it will carry you into a season where love is whole, pure, and unbroken. The angels say, yes, this man does love you, but love is not enough if it is not surrendered to God. Love without surrender becomes unstable. Love without commitment becomes fragile. Love without clarity becomes painful. And your soul was not made to live in pain. You were made to live in peace. You were made to walk in covenant that reflects the heart of Christ. As it is written, husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ephesians 5:25. This is the picture of love you are destined for. Not half love, not love that wavers, not love that entertains another, but love that gives itself wholly, sacrificially, faithfully. Beloved, God will not allow you to settle for less. He is too faithful. He is too kind. And so he reveals the truth. The man who says he loves you but still entertains another is not yet standing in covenant strength. This truth may break your heart for a moment, but it will save your heart for a lifetime. For what is heartbreak compared to years of broken promises? What is pain today compared to a lifetime of peace tomorrow? The angels say, trust God's timing, trust God's wisdom. Trust that if this man is to be yours, God will move his heart into purity, and if not, God will close this door and open one that no man can shut. Revelation 3:7. You are not left with despair. You are being led into hope. As it is written, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Your future is not fragile. Your hope is not lost. Your story is not over. This chapter may hurt, but the author is still writing, and his endings are always full of beauty. Beloved, the angels also want to remind you of this. Do not turn against the other woman. Do not poison your soul with envy or hatred. That is not your battle. That is not your fight. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:12. She is not the enemy. He is not the enemy. The enemy is confusion, deception, distraction. And those things lose their power the moment you stand firmly in truth. So guard your heart, beloved. Do not let bitterness take root. Bitterness will only wound you further. Forgive, release, and rise above. As it is written, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Your heart is precious, your heart is holy ground. Protect it. Do not let divided love destroy your peace. Do not let someone's indecision become your prison. Choose freedom. Choose healing. Choose God, beloved. There is something more the angels want to whisper. They say, you will love again, and you will be loved wholly. This is not the end of your love story. This is only a chapter. There is someone, whether this man is transformed or another, is sent, who will love you with a steady devotion. Someone who will not hesitate. Someone who will not waver. Someone who will not place you in competition. Someone who will see you as God sees you, chosen, radiant, priceless. And when that day comes, you will understand why God asked you to release what was divided. You will understand why heaven revealed the truth instead of hiding it. You will see that every tear was leading you toward joy. As it is written, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 35. The night may feel long, but the morning is already on its way, and when joy comes, it will not be stolen. Beloved, right here, let us pause. If these words are blessing your heart, I gently invite you again. Subscribe so that you may continue to receive these peaceful messages that guide your soul back to God. Leave a comment with your prayer or reflection, for when you write your heart, heaven takes notice, and others may also pray with you. If you feel led, share this video with someone who needs gentle guidance. And if God stirs you to do so, you may also support this work with a super thanks. It helps this message reach others who are walking in silence, needing light. Now let us return to the whisper of heaven. The angels are saying, do not rush, do not grasp, do not fear being alone, for you are never truly alone. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:8. God himself walks beside you. He holds your hand. He guides your steps. He fills your silence. He restores your strength. And in his perfect time, he will bring the one who chooses you with certainty, not hesitation. Beloved, let go of the fear that whispers, what if no one loves me fully? For that is a lie. The truth is this: God has already ordained a love that will be faithful. It may not look like what you expected. It may not arrive when you expected, but it will come. And it will be worth every moment of waiting. As it is written, the Lord will withhold no good thing from those who walk uprightly. Psalm 84:11. You are not being denied. You are being preserved. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected. You are not being overlooked. You are being protected. God is holding something good for you, and when it is time, he will release it. Until then, stay in his presence, rest in his peace, and do not trade your worth for crumbs of divided affection. Beloved, hear this closing truth. You are worthy of love that does not waver. You are worthy of love that reflects God's heart. You are worthy of covenant that does not bend to distraction. So rise in dignity, rise in peace, rise in the confidence of heaven. Let go of what is uncertain and hold fast to the one who is forever certain. As it is written, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews 13:8. His love is the anchor for your soul, and as you root yourself in him, he will bring forth the love that was meant for you. So walk in peace, beloved, rest in hope, and remember, you are never less because someone hesitated. You are never diminished because someone's heart was divided. You are chosen. You are whole. You are loved with an everlasting love, and in God's time, you will be loved in the way your soul was always meant to be loved, fully, faithfully, forever. Welcome, beloved soul, into this moment of stillness. Take a breath and let your spirit exhale. You have carried so much questions, hopes, tears, prayers whispered in the night. The angels are close, and they want to carry you deeper into peace. Yes, the truth remains. This man does love you. But there is another woman, and his heart has been divided. And you, child of God, cannot live in the tension of divided love forever. Your soul was created for oneness. Your heart was designed for covenant. As it is written, the two shall become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Mark 10:8-9. Covenant. Love is not a triangle. It is not confusion. It is clarity. It is faithfulness. It is the reflection of Christ and his church, and anything less than this is a counterfeit, a shadow of what God truly desires for you, beloved. You may be tempted to think, if I love harder, if I wait longer, if I prove myself more, he will finally choose me. But the angels whisper you are already chosen, not by a man's indecision, but by the God of heaven. And what God chooses, he protects. What God chooses, he confirms. What God chooses, he makes whole. As it is written, you did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. John 15:16. Beloved, you are chosen. You do not need to beg for love. You do not need to compete for loyalty. You do not need to shrink yourself to be enough. You are already enough. The angels say, the one who is truly yours will not place you in rivalry with another. He will not hesitate. He will not make you question your place in his life. He will love you with clarity. He will honor you with faithfulness, will choose you with joy. For that is what covenant love does. Beloved, God is teaching you something through this season. He is teaching you to discern the difference between words and fruit, between affection and commitment, between attraction and covenant. As it is written, by their fruit you will recognize them. Matthew 7:16. The fruit of true love is not confusion. It is peace. The fruit of true love is not rivalry. It is loyalty. The fruit of true love is not division. It is unity. And so, if the fruit is not there, then the tree is not ready to bear. Do not pluck. Too soon what God has not ripened, do. Not tie your destiny to a man who has not surrendered his heart to God, for only a surrendered heart can love with God's faithfulness. Beloved, let this truth settle into you. The right man will not have to be convinced. He will know. He will choose. He will stand. And until that day, you are called to rest in God's embrace. As it is written, he brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Song of Solomon 2:4. God's banner over you is not confusion. It is not hesitation. It is love, steady, certain, protective. Beloved, before we go further, let us pause. If this message is bringing clarity and peace, I invite you to subscribe so your heart may remain nourished in this journey. Leave a comment with your prayer request or reflection. Your voice matters, and heaven listens. If you feel led, share this word with someone who also carries silent pain. And if this message has blessed you, you may also offer a super thanks to help this channel reach more weary souls with the love of God. Your kindness becomes light for another heart. Now let us return. To the gentle whisper of the angels, they say, your healing has already begun. Every tear you have shed has been a prayer. Every sigh has been noticed. Every night you cried alone, heaven stood watch over you. As it is written, you keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Psalm 56:8. Not a single tear was wasted. Not a single prayer was ignored. Not a single longing was forgotten. God has seen it all, and because he has seen, he will answer. The answer may not look like what you expected. It may not come through the man you thought would stay, but it will come. And when it comes, you will see why heaven asked you to wait. Beloved, do not settle for divided love. Do not anchor your life in uncertain waters. Do not give your heart away where it cannot be kept safe. Wait for the love that is whole. Wait for the love that mirrors Christ. Wait for the one who says yes and means it with his life. As it is written, those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. You may feel weary now, but strength is rising. You may feel empty now, but joy is coming. You may feel uncertain now, but peace is near. The angels surround you, whispering courage. God himself is guiding you into truth. And your story is still being written, more beautiful than you can yet see. So release what is divided, hold fast to what is eternal, and trust the one who loves you fully, faithfully, and forever. Beloved soul, come closer. This is not just another message. This is a continuation of heaven's whisper into your life. The angels are still speaking, and they want to guide you tenderly. Yes, the truth remains. He loves you. But there is another woman. And now the question arises. What do you do with a love that is real, but not whole? How do you carry affection that cannot grow into covenant? The angels say, you must release him into the hands of God. Releasing divided love. Beloved, releasing does not mean you never loved. It does not mean your tears were wasted. It does not mean the story was meaningless. It means you are brave enough to let God write the ending. It means you refuse to live, bound to what cannot be faithful. It means you are trusting heaven with your heart. As it is written, cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalm 55:22. Your heart is a burden God longs to carry. Your tears are treasures he gathers, and your healing begins the moment you say, Father, I release this into your hands. Forgiveness as freedom, beloved. Perhaps your heart burns with questions. Why didn't he choose me? Why couldn't he let go of her? Why did he keep me near while holding someone else? The angels want you to know. Those questions are natural, but do not let them bind. You forgive, not because he asked, not because he deserves it, but because your soul cannot stay chained to pain. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks your freedom. As it is written, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. Forgive to free yourself. Forgive to heal. Forgive to rise again. Forgive to make space for the one who will love you wholly. God's healing in your brokenness. Beloved, you may think, but I am broken now. I am empty. I am weary. The angels say, even your brokenness is holy in God's hands. He will not waste your pain. He will not leave you shattered. He will gather the fragments of your heart and shape them into something even stronger. As it is written, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. On Psalm 147:3, God is your healer. God is your restorer. God is the one who makes you whole again. The preparation for true love, beloved. You may wonder, why did God allow me to meet him if he was not mine? The angels say, because every encounter shapes you. This love showed you what your heart desires. It revealed what you cannot settle for. It trained your soul to recognize the counterfeit, so you will know the true when it arrives. As it is written, for everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. This was a season, but it was not the final chapter. It was a stepping stone, not the destination. Your true covenant partner is still being prepared, and when he arrives, you will see the difference. He will not hesitate. He will not divide his loyalty. He will not make you question your worth. He will reflect God's faithfulness to you. The angelic assurance, beloved. The angels whisper even now, you will not be alone forever. The man who is truly yours is already on his way, and his love will heal the wounds of this season. Do you believe this? Do you believe that God is still the author of your story? Do you believe that heaven has not forgotten you? As it is written, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Yes, beloved, your future is still bright. Your story is still sacred. And your marriage is still in God's hands. Invitation to rest now. Beloved, let your soul exhale. Let go of the burden you have carried. Let the angels wrap you in peace. Let God hold your heart in his healing hands. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are loved deeply, faithfully, eternally. As it is written, the Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love, he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. Zephaniah 3:17. God himself sings over you. He delights in you, and he will not allow you to miss the love he has prepared for you. Beloved, if this word has touched your heart, I invite you once again to stay connected. Subscribe so that your soul may remain fed by these gentle whispers. Comment with your prayer, and know you are not alone in this walk. Share this message, and let it be healing for another broken heart. If you feel led, You can also bless this space through super thanks, helping more souls find their healing and hope. Your journey matters, your story matters, and heaven is walking with you, step by step. Beloved soul, welcome again. You have carried this message across many chapters, and now the angels bring you to the threshold of completion. Yes, he loved you. Yes, there was another. But now the focus shifts away from him and toward you and the new love that God is preparing. God never ends with loss, beloved. Hear this truth. God never ends your story with loss. Even when it seems you are walking away empty-handed, you are not empty. You are walking away with wisdom. You are walking away with a clearer vision of love. You are walking away with a heart that is ready for covenant. As it is written, the Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Job 1:21. Job blessed God even in his loss, and in the end, God restored him double for what he had endured. So it shall be for you, beloved. This season of heartbreak will not end in ashes, but in beauty. The difference between counterfeit and covenant, beloved. The angels say you now know the difference. The counterfeit will love you partially, but the covenant man will love you fully. The counterfeit will bring confusion, but the covenant man will bring peace. The counterfeit will hold you and another, but the covenant man will hold only you. As it is written, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. Where there is confusion, God is not in it. Where there is peace, you have found his hand. The love that is coming will not leave you torn. It will anchor you in certainty, in faithfulness, in joy. The timing of heaven, beloved. The angels want you to trust the timing. Do not rush. Do not force. Do not chase, for what God ordains cannot be missed. As it is written, at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Isaiah 60:22. There is a divine right time for everything. You may feel delayed, but you are not denied. You may feel overlooked, but heaven sees you. The timing of your covenant love is already set, and when it arrives, you will look back and say, now I understand why that door had to close. Healing into wholeness, beloved. Let your heart breathe again. No more chains to the past. No more wondering why he did not choose you. No more measuring yourself against another woman. The angels say, you are chosen. You are beloved. You are whole in Christ. As it is written, you are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. Song of Solomon 4:7. Yes, beloved, no flaw. Your worth was never in his hands. Your value was never in his choice. Your beauty was never diminished because of her presence. You are radiant in God's sight, and the man who is coming will see you with God's eyes. The revelation of your covenant spouse, beloved. The angels whisper even now. There is one who is faithful, who will not divide his love. He is a man who prays, a man who honors, a man who waits on God. He is not in the shadows with another. He is single in his devotion. And when the right time comes, God will draw him to you. As it is written, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Mark 10:9. This will be the union of heaven, a marriage sealed not by flesh, but by the Spirit. And when you walk down that aisle, you will know in your soul, this is the one God wrote for me. Beloved, rest in this assurance. Your tears have been seen. Your prayers have been heard. Your healing has begun, and your covenant love is on its way. As it is written, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 35. Your night is ending, your morning is dawning, and joy, true joy, is coming. The angels rejoice with you. God delights in you, and your story is far from over. Beloved, if this journey has blessed you through these words, I humbly invite you, subscribe so your heart may continue to walk in peace and truth. Share your reflections and prayers in the comments. We are walking together as one family. Share this video with someone who needs light in their season of heartbreak. And if you feel moved, you may support with a super thanks, helping this gentle word reach more souls in need. Your heart matters, your healing matters, and your love story is still in God's hands.